Hello children, welcome to this video. In this video I will teach you about a poetry which is in your book page 107, The Dad and the Cat and the Tree. So I want everyone to take out your book and take out page 107. So this poem has been written by Kit Wright. The poet and children's author Kit Wright was born in 1944 and educated at Oxford University. He lectured in Canada before working as education officer at the Poetry Society in London 1970 to 1975 and was fellow commoner in creative art at Cambridge University from 1977 to 1979. He was awarded an Art Council Writers Award in 1958. Now the introduction. Narrator's father decided to climb the tree. His wife warned him that he might fall. But ignoring her warnings, he climbed the ladder, slipped and fell. However, the moment he sprang onto the tree, the cat jumped to the ground, safe and sound. Poor father, on the other hand, got stuck in the tree. So before I start the explanation of the poetry, let us go through the meanings of the hard words so that you can understand the poem in a better way. Wobbly, unsteady, for goodness sake, an exclamation expressing protest. Scoffed, laughed mockingly. Child's play, very easy to do. Landed wallop, fell heavily. Pleased as Punch, very pleased. Safe and sound, unhurt. Leave it to me, let me do the job. Ladder, staircase, out of the way, far from a town or city. Brushing off, shaking off. Swung up, jumped or clamped. Winking, raising and dropping the eyelid. Deck floor, rubbish, nonsense. Crook, bend, yell, cry. Smirking, unpleasant artificial smiling. Smug, self-satisfied, comfortable. Stuck up, trapped. Now all of you look into the poem. Dad and the Cat and the Tree. So the first stanza. This morning a cat got stuck in a tree. Dad said, "Right, just leave it to me." So with reference to the above lines, Dad and the Cat and the Tree, the poet showcases how the narrator's father takes the responsibility of dealing with the cat. The narrator discusses that one morning a cat got stuck in the tree. His father told him that he will manage to drive away the cat. Then second stanza. The tree was wobbly. The tree was tall. Mum said, for goodness sake, don't fall. Now here the poet describes the narrator's mother's concern for her husband. Since the tree was unstable, the narrator's mother was full of doubts as to how easy it would be for her husband to climb the tree. Therefore she warned him that he might fall. Now the third stanza. Fall, scoffed Dad, a climber like me. Child's play, this is. You wait and see. The poet discusses how the narrator's father laughed away his wife's warnings. So here, listening to his wife's warnings, the narrator's father was quite surprised. He dismissed away these warnings by saying that he was a good climber and climbing the tree was as easy as a child's play. Now, fourth stanza. He got out the ladder from the garden shed. It slipped. He landed in the flower bed. Now, here the poet highlights how the narrator's mother's fears proved to be true. The narrator's father brings out a ladder from the garden shed, but it slipped and father fell on the ground. Now, fifth stanza. Never mind, said Dad, brushing the dirt off his hair and his face, and his trousers and his shirt. Now, the poet describes the father gathering back his energy. The narrator's father brushes off the dirt from his hair and clothes, cleans his face, and begins to think about another plan to drive away the cat. Sixth stanza. Well, we will try plan B. Stand out of the way, Mum said. Don't fall. Again, okay. Now the poet shows how the mother seems to be dissatisfied with the plan B as well. So here the narrator's father decides to try plan B. His wife, however, again warns him that he might fall again. Now, seventh stanza. Fall again? Said Dad. Funny joke. Then he swung himself up on a branch it broke. Now the poet showcases how the narrator's father again dismisses his wife's warning. And the narrator father muses away his wife's warning. Still laughing, he swung himself on a branch. But the branch broke and he again fell on the ground. Stanza 8. Dad landed wallop back on the deck. Mum said, stop it, you will break your neck. Now the poet reiterates the narrator's mother's intervention. The narrator's father again fell on the ground. The narrator's mother begged him to stop as he might break his neck from falling again and again. Ninth stanza. Rubbish, said Dad. Now we will try plan C. Easy as winking to a climber like me. Here the poet highlights how the narrator's father refuses to give up. The narrator's father then decided to try plan C. He was still confident that being a great climber, he would succeed. 10th stanza. Then he climbed up high on the garden wall. Guess what? He did not fall. The poet shows the father trying yet another plan. The narrator's father climbed up the high garden wall and this time he did not fall. Stanza 11. He gave a great leap and he landed flat in the crook of the tree trunk right on the cat. The poet describes that finally the narrator's father succeeds. The father with a great leap finally landed on the tree top right on the cat. Stanza 12. The cat gave a yell and sprang to the ground, pleased as Punch to be, safe and sound. The poet humorously ends the poem. The moment the father landed on the cat screamed with fear and sprang to the ground. Landing smoothly on the ground, it seemed content with itself. Stanza 13. So it's smiling and smirking, smug as can be. But poor old dad still stuck up the tree. The poet describes father's poor state. The narrator describes that having safely landed on the ground, the cat was smiling arrogantly while his father got stuck on the tree. Hope you all have enjoyed the poem. Now the summary of the poem. One day a cat climbed a tree too high. It got stuck in the tree. It could not come down without help. The tree was tall and shaky. Dad got ready to rescue the cat. He did not listen to mother's warning about his safety. He thought he was great climber and bringing the cat down was an easy game for him. Dad brought out the ladder from the shed. But as he climbed it, it slipped. He fell to the ground in the flower bed. But he did not accept defeat. He brushed the dirt off his clothes and face. He got ready to try his second plan. He was confident of success this time. Dad climbed the tree and sat on a branch. But it broke under his weight, and he fell down again. Mom was afraid he would break his neck. But plucky, Dad decided to try plan C. He climbed up the garden wall safely. Therefrom he jumped to the bend in the tree trunk right on the cat. The cat gave a loud shriek and fell on the ground. It suffered no injury. It was smiling and safe. But poor old Dad got stuck up the tree in place of the cat. So the dad was in the tree and the cat was on the ground, smiling arrogantly. So children, I hope you all have understood the poem. Thank you children.